Hi, this is David with entry number 825, 24. I'm here, it's currently 20 to 5, 4 here in Singapore, Chinatown at the moment, and I decided to record a little earlier when I wait until I'm in a clear spot. As you can see behind me, there's a lot of people here, but as soon as I get into a covered area, you may see why I chose to record now. The sky, well, the exposure won't correct for it, but the sky is a dark gray at the moment, and the entire sky seems to have turned to a very odious tint, and I'm going to have to walk very fast to try and beat this rain because it's coming. It's coming probably within 10 minutes. It's gonna crack open, so really would prefer not to get stuck somewhere where it gets soaked. Had an interesting day today. Woke up somewhat early and struggled to kind of get up. Not really, not in a typical sense, but to get motivated for today for a few reasons. Mostly because I was still a little upset about the shittiness of yesterday, and I was also a little bit frustrated at some of the guests because whenever someone doesn't put a knife back or like leaves dirty dishes out, it ticks me off. And it's an interesting thing, kind of developing ownership on something just because you've been there for an extended period of time. And it's very true. Oh, you can see kind of how dark it is now. I have it with guests that stay over like 4 days at the hostel. They'll start to get a little defensive and be like, "Oh, like what's going on? Why did this person do that?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Just some people are weird." And so it's a very interesting thing for me to kind of see how to watch people develop kind of not an ownership, but just kind of a self-respect for the place, and or for not self-respect, but respect for the place. Oh god. Had a good day today though. Not a super good, but just a pretty fair to middling day. I went back to buy the cup thing that I was going to get yesterday, but I looked at it again and I just said, it's okay. And so this was like a super sale that was happening at the moment, and that's why the woman yesterday was so incredulous about the price. And today was the last day of the sale, but you know what? I can go without it. It's not a huge deal. And I found a kind of a cooler one available at another Japanese market, so I might go pick that one up later. It's about half price and it's a lot smaller, but I don't really need a giant one, which was kind of the other one, 600 ml, which is like pretty big. It's like 2.5 cups, I think, maybe a little under 2.5 cups. But anyway, I'm very nervous about this rain because I can start to smell it. It's starting to get super humid. It's happening. It's going down. And so I just prefer not to get stuck in it. I don't know. I know I've said this now a few times, but until you've really seen the power of this rain here in Singapore, you'll never really know. You'll never really know, because it is an absolute tour de force. The other thing that I kind of noticed today was just the sheer amount of Chinese here that are living, visiting, working, or something. It's quite not upsetting, but disheartening maybe is a better word. There's just so many, and they're such a different people, and I do enjoy them, but they are just so radically different to how you behave typically in like Western society. And I know that's because they're not Western. And I know that because they're just different. But there's just a certain level of like basic humanity that I think people should just inherently develop just by being people and wanting to be treated nicely. But I guess that thought had never crossed their mind because so many of them just have no concept of personal space or personal, like, I don't know, respect. I don't know how many times it's been that I've come across them and they just yell. They'll just yell across, 50 feet, 100 feet. They yell to another one at the top of their lungs. They push people out of the way. They have no respect for lines or cues. They just do whatever they want. And it's a very unique thing to kind of be exposed to that on a daily basis. And I actually am starting to turn that, or just develop a concrete idea that it's a negative thing, that it is not a good thing, and it is not a different thing. It's something that actually should be, they should be ashamed of, actually, because they do so little to kind of fit in, and they force others to form around them. And it's so kind of such a, I don't know, it's just a bad way to live your life, in my opinion. But anyway, here it comes. Thanks for watching. I gotta end it here because I really gotta speed walk now. And I'll talk with you soon. Bye.